Yeah. Big JTV. Let's talk about it, man. The idiot, the dummy, the borderline. He's not even borderline. He's literally a pedophile. Adolf22, Adam22. I think I might even put a video in the beginning. But he went on his podcast, the No Jumper Show, and made some lies up, essentially claiming that the Ace Boys, AD, and Pun, and essentially people from the fig community world, basically his old co-hosts, were plotting to kill him. Yes, you heard me right. That they were plotting to kill him, right, on their stream, and asked them, hey, you know where I work at? Pull up. Basically trying to flex on them, trying to say, hey, y'all know what it is. Come pull up. Y'all challenge me. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it popping. Now, why did this happen? I'll tell you why this happened is because Adam22 was on Batman Kevo. I believe. No, not Batman Kevo. I forgot the dude's name, right? But he was on a podcaster's show, and essentially he said that, I'm going to challenge Lush, I'm going to challenge AD to get 1 million views on their own without mentioning No Jumper at all. Okay? And essentially, I thought that was a dumb challenge because Lush and AD are new and they are making their own media headways. They're not as established as No Jumper. Number two, on top of all this, the fans of No Jumper obviously know Lush and AD because of No Jumper. So obviously the content that's related to No Jumper is always going to do more numbers, period. Okay? And to be 100% honest, Lush has kind of did something similar because Lush was the first one to have an interview of C-Mac out of prison. And that did crazy numbers as well, almost 1 million views, right? The big thing here that I want to talk about is how an individual like Adolf22 is so disrespectful, right? And sounding like a gangster, like a G, using street language to individuals who are in the streets, like Ace Boy, like the Ace Boys, like Pun, like AD, to trick them and instigate them into doing something to him. Because that's the real plot here. The real plot here is that Pedo 22, I'm going to say right now, he's worse than DJ Vlad. Let me repeat what I just said. He's worse than DJ Vlad. You know how we make memes and jokes about Vlad being the police? No, Vlad is not necessarily the police. Vlad asks questions that most policemen would want to know. Vlad asks questions that are incriminating. Vlad is obsessed with the degenerates in hip-hop culture and has no respect for black men who actually stand on business and don't actually tell on themselves. No, that is, you could argue that Vlad's detective type questions are questions that an interviewer would ask, a journalist would ask. Now, are they tone deaf and very dumb and almost, poking the bear? Yes. Instigating, yes. But you could argue, and you could be right, that this is basic journalism. He's asking what the general public wants to know. Adolf22 ain't on that. Pedophile 22 is not on that. Pedo 22 is an instigator. He's a narcissist, right? He's an instigator and a narcissist. He likes to poke the bear, literally, for content, cause drama, cause dysfunction. If you have any kind of religious aspects to your worldview, it's literally the Antichrist. It's literally Satan. You know what I'm saying? You know how there's like evil spirits out there that nag on you and get you to get out of pocket, demonic spirits. That's basically it. And I'm just going to say it like that because why would you, all right, as a person who hired these people, apparently allegedly was friends with these people, want them to come crash out, and then you go tell the police on them and then they end up in jail? Why would you do that? See, I already know a guy who did this. His name was Tekashi 6ix9ine. What happened to Tekashi? Tekashi used to instigate beefs in hip-hop. Tekashi used to, have this protection of the Bloods, right? So he was willing to say and do outrageous things to other rappers. What happened to that story? What happened to that boy? Well, we saw what happened. Eventually, years later, when he wasn't with the Bloods protecting him, he got beat the hell up in a gym, right? Eventually, he got caught by the police and then started ratting and singing like a goddamn bird. And this is a foreshadowing of what's going to happen to Adolf22. See, you keep poking the bear, somebody's going to react. Now, whether that be the police, because I'm telling you right now, Adam22 is probably going to get sued or is going to go to jail, right? Or what's most likely going to happen is he's going to get beat up. He's going to have a gun pulled out on him. And he better be paying security very high numbers, because that's the only way he's going to not be able to get touched. See, anybody can get touched, man. Like, I don't understand this notion that nobody can. No, you can get touched, man. Why do I say this? This instigation leads to prison or gunshot or violence, man. Another podcaster who is known to do this a lot, Taxstone. Taxstone is in jail for 10 years, bro, for catching a body, right? And by the way, once he caught that body, he also got shot himself. Why? Because he was talking ish and instigating violence with Troy Ave. See, there's consequences to your actions. So when Adam22 goes out here and starts disrespecting multiple people who have gang affiliations, people who, actually have something in their lives, people who care about them, there's somebody's gonna pull up, man. You are poking the bear. Unfortunately, this is the crazy part. If Adolf22 was a black man, he would have been dead right by now. The only reason he's still alive is because the people who would get him know that he's the police. He's going to tell the police. So this is what he does. He's the type of dude who throws stones in glass houses. He's the type of dude who sets up a fire and then runs away and then pretends like, oh my God, what happened to the fire? Who started this fire? Right? He lights up the match and then gets shocked that there's fire. These are the worst type of people, man. These people are demons. These people are pieces of trash. And we have to get them out of our culture instead of elevating them into our culture. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Big JTV, I'm out.